So when we talk about non-duality, what we realize is that all identities are self-fulfilling. In other words, when somebody ever told you you're this way, maybe they said you're beautiful, maybe they said you're mean, maybe they said you're lazy. All of these things are just what they said to you. But did you ever believe a single word they said if it didn't resonate with you? No. Here's my idea. When you see somebody, whoever it is, I don't care if it's a turtle, a person, a bacteria, anything and everything in the entire world, whatever you look at, what it feels about itself is what you feel about it. There is that quote that goes, I was reading some sort of news or article or whatever, and it basically said that what you see in others is a reflection of what they see about themselves, which is basically what I'm saying. So if you have an irrational feeling towards somebody of anger or this, it's nothing more than what they feel about themselves. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then and there are some differences between like male and female. Obviously, as much as there's difference between a rock and a worm, there's differences between everything. However, all there is ultimately is the self. What I feel about myself is obviously all that you feel of me. Because we're one and it's the same. What I think of myself is what you think of me. What you think of me is what I think of myself. We're all on the same page. We understand each other. And really, life is just learning to cope with being on your own. And beyond that, there is still there's others, there's you, there's me, there's this and there's that. But life is about learning to love the self, because the self is all there is. Dualities are mutually dependent, but they collapse in as well. They go, whoop, and when they go inwards, that's it. No more duality. If one can exist, and it always has a duality, everything in this world has a duality if you haven't noticed. So one dies, the other dies. One lives, the other lives. Everything that comes out comes back in. Everything that comes in comes back out. So yeah, don't ever think that you're not immortal. You are. Don't ever think that your actions don't have consequences. They do. They're causes and effects to everything. But really, my message for this video was just that the self knows the self. Nobody can tell another, you're this. Because it's all subjective. It's no objective truth to anything. You know what I mean? Like, I believe about myself what I believe about myself. What I believe about myself is what you believe about me. It's always on the same page. I don't care if you're talking about insanity or cold-hearted or friendly or smart. Anything and everything. Every identity that I have is what you see of me. Every identity that I see of you is what you have of yourself. Try it. Look at somebody, be around somebody, and see how you feel about them. That's how they feel about themselves. 100%. Period. You're reflecting what you feel about yourself. Point blank. So if you don't like what you are, just change what you are. So then others will see that and they'll go with you. They'll go along with it. Because you've became this. You weren't born this way. The original thing is pure consciousness, guys. Come on.